Stop before you waste another day in Niagara. Let me tell you 5 VFX mistakes that I have seen beginners, even pro makes. And yes, I made them too. So let's start this. So what I have here in this video for you. So as you know, I have a YouTube channel which has 3,500 videos, 3.5K. And from these videos, there are more than 2,000 full tutorials available on my channel. So what I have learned and what I want to show you in this video is I have these 5 points. These. So first is overusing particles. That's equal to the low performance. So basically what I mean in this, if you go to my channel, because I have done these mistakes also, but my reason is different. Like in this, because I'm making tutorial and I just want to show you how it looks. Sometimes I put lots of particles just to make it look fancy, but it doesn't mean that you have to put the same amount of particles in your effect because you are making your effect for the game. So that should be very optimized effect, so particles should be as much as required. So let's say if I go down, so like this effect seems very optimized. It has very few particles, just 5 or 6 particles going up, and that's it. But particles like in this effect, I have like hundred or thousands effect. So basically, you don't require that. That's my first point. And let's say if I go here in my folder and search Niagara, I have these lots of effects, and from these, let me just put a random or maybe just let me search if I have fire. I have lots of fires, and from this, if I just drag this campfire or just let me duplicate it before optimize. So I'll just duplicate it and then I'll drag it here. Actually, let me take a scene because it has also smoke, and then I'll drag it and make the light little darker. So as you can see, this looks fire and there's also embers. There's no smoke actually. So basically what I mean is like if I put the original effect also, and this is duplicate version. So if you optimize duplicate version, this one, it will still look good, but we can reduce the spawn count. So if I now open this one, it has 3 emitter. Let me. So first we have this fire and I'm just isolating. So in the fire, I have 100 particles, but if I make it 20, does it look bad? There's some gaps. So for that, we can increase the size. So now we can go maybe 150 and 80. So now it looks kind of same, but now we have instead of 100, we have 20 particles. Now in the second emitter, which is embers, and instead of 100, I'll make 20 again. It looks nice. And the last is a smoke, but oh, now it's visible. So now I will make this maybe 5 and let's check all together. So now you can see both effect looks good. It looks even better because it has less sparks. Fire is almost same looks. You can change the size of the smoke little bit, but you can see the amount of particles are very less in this one. It was like 100 in all emitters. It is now 20, like 5 times more particle in this one. So this was my first point. So you don't have to use unnecessary particles. Then no attention to shader complexity. This is basically if you can do something with texture, do it. Don't use unnecessary nodes. So let's say if you make a material and there is like here all the information instruction like to 10. So if I take a radial and then I'll again take a radial, so you can see instructions are increasing. And if you want to make a ring out of these radial, let's make this unlit. So what you'll do, you can, let's make a density little high, maybe 50, and I'll make this one little smaller, maybe 0.3. and this is 0.5. If I subtract, so Unreal got crashed. I will do it again. I'll make a material. And what I want to show you is, so you have this material, this black, and you have a two radials, this radial, and your instruction is now 212. You copy this, and then you make the density little high, and then this one little smaller, maybe zero 0.4, and then I will subtract from this to this to make a ring basically. So basically just to make a ring, I use these much of knots which make my instruction 230. But if you have a ring texture and you can make that simply, then you should make that. So if I just search ring and I have these rings, I have lots of rings. So let's take any ring like this one. And now you can use this here. So basically, before we had 230 something, now we have 217. So this reduce the instruction. So you have to keep that in mind. So don't use unnecessary. Although in lots of my tutorials, I don't use texture. I just make it in here because this gives me a flexibility to change lots of parameters. So that's just for the tutorial. But if you are making game, actual game, maybe for mobile, that should be a very low res small texture you have to use. Okay, and don't use unnecessary nodes. So this was my second point. Third is poor timing in effect. So what does it mean? So let me show you. So let's say you have a Niagara, this, and you have an emitter, and it has a spawn burst, and I'll use just it once. Okay, and it's playing. Let me make this end here, or maybe here. So you have this one particle, and it has this life, maybe one, and basically you scale it. Let me just change it. Let me change it to flash. So it will be something like maybe this one. Anyone you can use. So you have this flash, and you use this size curve, and initial size maybe 10, and then you use this like this, or maybe you make this at the end 5. So it's scaling. So this is what I'm talking about. It doesn't look good. So with just using the curve, you can make the timing really cool. So it will look good. So let me just do it something here. So what I'll do, at there are lots of things you can do, but for this flash kind of thing, what I'll do, like at 0 or maybe at 0.5 is zero point 0.5, and like around 0.25 it's 1, and then at 0.3 is 0.2, and at 1 is 0. So this is how it looks. And let me just increase the initial size, and now see how cool this look. It has this punch now. It's just coming on the screen very fast and going slowing down. You can decrease the life also. It will look even cool. So if now I just spawn it like lots of particles I use, maybe spawn rate 20, and we have this sphere. Now you see it looks cool with the timing. So this is I'm talking about always work on your curves. I'm not teaching you in this video how to make that curve. I'm just telling you that use the curves. Maybe in separate tutorial I'll make specifically how to use the curves. Okay. Then not using cut maps optimization tools. So what is the cut maps? So we had this fire. Let me show you again. Actually Unreal got crashed, and I just drag it. And if I open this effect, and let's just isolate the flames. So you can see this empty space around my flames. This is useless. So you have to cut that through. So how to cut that? There are two ways. first you can use it material directly, so it will take the texture from it. So you have to go to your sprite render and go to cutout and then click here. So if your material has a texture it will use, then you have to choose what you want to use, alpha or red channel. So by default it's taking alpha and it's all gone. Let me, I don't think I have alpha, so I will just take the red channel and let's see now. So these bounding box of the sprite is now touching the flames. So that useless area is gone now. And you can control it with this. So you can decrease it even more or increase it. So more the value you will increase, it will touch the texture, but it will cut the texture at a point. So if I increase like 2, 1, it's gone. 0.8 is there, but I think if I press G, it's it's fine. But if I make it 0.9, maybe there are some cuts if you can see, or maybe if I increase even more, 1, there starts some clipping in this, so you have to just avoid it. I think there is already, if you can see that this flame is cutting it here. So you have to put the value according to, I'm just showing you what you have to do. So this is the cut maps. Then trying to be fancy instead of readability. This thing is something that applies on me because I make effects just to showcase, just to make tutorials. So if you'll notice on my channel, these effects looks fancy because I put lots of particles like in this one or like in this one just to make it fancy. See, thousands and maybe 10,000 particles I'm using. So my case is different. I have to make tutorials just to showcase, just to make good thumbnail. But you are using your effects for the game, so you have to just use that much of particles that required. If you can like use a mesh that fulfill your requirement, use a mesh. Don't use thousands of particles. Just a mesh with a texture of particles that will work. So I hope now these 5 points clear, and I hope you learned something new. Thanks for watching. Keep learning, and bye bye.